Alright, this is take two. Test fire. Test fire. Anyhow, it's August 28th, 2022. I was out here doing a little shooting with my sweetheart and shooting some black powder. Anyway, it got kind of late, so it's getting dark. It's about 20 to 8. The sun is set and it sure is pretty out there. So we were shooting this 1860 Army, and it's a fine weapon. And they're not that expensive. They're running about $250 nowadays. Not too long ago they were only about 120 bucks or so, and less than that, 100 bucks. But when I first started shooting these, the first one I bought was one of these, and I got it for 75 bucks used, but it was a darn good pistol. And it's a great pistol for training because the time you have to take in reloading it makes you appreciate every round you're shooting in it, and you have a tendency to be a little more accurate that way, and it just trains you to make sure every shot counts, basically. But it'll end an argument pretty quick, and I wouldn't use it. It wouldn't be my first choice to take into a combat situation, but if that's what I had, because of whatever reason, I would use it, and I would feel confident that it would do what I needed to do. So I'm just going to sit here and clean it a little bit because I'm running out of time and I'm not going to be able to probably reload it and shoot it tonight. But the sunset is just magnificently beautiful. In fact, I think I'll show you what it looks like. If I can get this dialed in over here real quick, but it's just really pretty. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me try to. It's really pretty. But anyhow, it's looking out toward the west. So let's see if I can get this back where I was here. That's pretty close. Alright. So anyhow, I'm just going to sit here and chat. It's been a while. I've been busy. And I've been kind of just watching things go on and kind of mulling over what I want to put out. But I do have a few things that I've picked up, and I have some interesting, a couple things I found. But I was gonna go over a little bit of what Chuck Youngbrandt had seen, or what he was shown, and review that a little bit because it's very pertinent. And if indeed this is the first year of this scenario, we only have a couple more days for that to be, because it started out with a series of food riots in August, when August is just about up. So unless by Wednesday or so something happens out there, then it may not be this year as far as the start year of this whole scenario. But things are getting pretty wild and crazy out there with losses of food and freezers and such, and the way the crops are coming out, and the way the whole system is collapsing. It's well, let's say it's probably further along than you're hearing about on any news of any mainstream stuff, for sure. And you know, they don't really want you to go into any kind of a well, awareness mode too much, if they can help it. But it's pretty, you know, if you have eyeballs in your head and you have ears in your head and you can hear what the heck's going on, it's not too hard to figure it out. And all the just the evil stuff that's going on. But anyhow, So there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So I carry this cleaning kit. This is a Army issued cleaning kit for an M16 or an M4 nowadays. I don't know if they still have the same kind of kit, but it's a darn good little bag. Carries everything I need in it, and I use it for every kind of weapon I have, from a shotgun to pistols to rifles, and it carries everything I need in there. And I just use the same cleaning rod for all of it. You know, it goes down. It's a 22 caliber cleaning rod, military issue, and it's long enough to take care of anything, or short enough to take care of anything. So what I do is I just use a little extension on here for pistols that I picked up, just a little extension, and then I can put my brushes on there, and it also adapts to civilian brushes, this little adapter, because the way they manufactured these for the AR-15, the little brushes don't fit in the regular rod part unless you get a little adapter. So I was lucky to find that. I don't know where I got it. I might have got it at a gun show, I'm not sure where, but it's nice to have it so I can clean my stuff with just this one kit. I don't have to carry around a whole box and all that stuff and just craziness, you know. And I can throw it in my pack and keep moving. So anyhow, another thing I do with these black powder pistols is I make my own. You're supposed to put, after you put the powder in, you're supposed to put a little wad, they call it. It's oiled with some kind of gun oil. But I just got a 9/16 punch and punched out a whole bunch of pants, Levi's, and I use those, and it's cheaper, you know. Just while you're sitting there watching the news or whatever, you can be punching out a whole bunch of these, and they don't cost you anything. So that's what I do. And you can soak them in oil if you want to. I don't, but you know, if I feel pressed, I'll put a little boar butter, which I don't know if I have any of that with me right now, but boar butter is to lubricate the barrel from the round going through it, and it helps keep the residue off your barrel, and that's boar butter. Okay, I don't know, you can just get it at pretty much any good gun store or Cabela's or whatever, but it's just a little bit of a kind of a greasy lubricant. But on a hot day though, this stuff will melt, and you could probably mix it with something a little thicker so that it won't do that. But most of the time I don't bother with it. I just shoot it dry. I'll swab the barrel real good with some good oil and clean it with one pass of swab and be done. So anyhow, okay, so yeah, I'm a Chuck Young Brant. Unless there's a bunch of food riots pretty quick here, I don't see how this would be the first year. Now, I don't know that he specified, you know, he was talking about the United States, so I would expect to see that occur here in the United States. Now, if there have been some riots with food riots, maybe the news media is not putting it out just yet, or maybe it's just, you know, it may not happen, or it may happen in a few days. I don't know. It's Sunday, so you've got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and something could happen out there that could be a catalyst to start off a whole bunch of people running to the market and creating some havoc for whatever reason. I don't know. Only God knows. But I felt led to kind of look over his scenario again, because there was something in there that I wanted to re-emphasize to the folks that live in some of those cities, okay, especially. And if this is the year that this all begins, he said, it goes down, There'll be serious economic crumbling, and a disease will start from California and move east, many left incapacitated. Now you could say that stuff that's going on in Frisco and such, it could be that, and it could be spreading. And I saw a thing on Hal Turner's site last night about how people are getting these sores on their hands, and then it spreads on their whole body. People that have taken 3 or 4 of those extra, boosters. Okay, if you're taking any of that junk at all, you're at risk, and I feel for you if you've done that. And the only way you can get out of that, then I would know, is repenting and praying and having people pray over you, because they're even admitting that it doesn't work and it's bad, and there's going to be hell to pay about all that. But especially, if I was a parent of a child that had taken that, I don't know. I feel for you, and I pray for you. But anyhow, so getting back to this, from Georgia, a plague will kill thousands as it spreads. Panic and fear will grip the nation. Food riots will break out in August in many major cities. So that could still be so. Now, if that happens, then the rest of the scenario is probably going to take place, which means that there are 4 cities that are affected by the accidental launch of the nuclear missiles from Russia. People there need to pay attention. You need to pray, and you need to find out, maybe the Lord wants you out of here, because it happens in December, which is only a few months away from here right now. That doesn't give you a whole lot of time to up and move.